bó bá kù fẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ́yẹ olúfẹ́ omi lóló olú orogbo ní táyé ṣe mọ̀rẹ̀mí lògbìgbà Ifẹ̀ lásìkò ogun Ìgbò mọ̀rẹ̀mí ògbìgbà Ifẹ̀ ìdà kó wá bá wa jagun wa olú orogbo ilẹ̀ ìdà kó wá bá wa táyé ṣe Araromi o òkè odò Araromi o òkè odò Araromi o òkè odò omi ilẹ̀ wá sunwọ̀n ìtẹ̀dó ilẹ̀ wá dára dídé ẹ̀dẹ́ ìjọba lomi búbàjẹ́ ìjọba ẹ wá bá wa táyé ṣe pínre láàárẹ̀ ìjọba èèkàn gbọ́dọ̀ jù kan àparò kan ọ̀gá jù kan lọ nílẹ̀ yìí bá a ṣe bẹ̀rù làbọ́mọ ọ̀rọ̀ balẹ̀ àdìtàn àgbélẹ̀gbọ́n o èyí ẹ̀ bá ṣe là ó ròyìn ebi ń para ìlú kò síná omi inú ibú ti dàbàtà odò mọ̀rẹ̀mí ilẹ̀ ìdà kó wá bá wa jagun wa olú orogbo ilẹ̀ ìdà kó wá bá wa táyé ṣe aláboyún Araromi tó yẹ kó bìtìbìtì rè o kò rólùgbàlà níṣẹ́ náà rọ̀rùn àrèmọ́bọ̀ olú orogbo ilẹ̀ ìdà kó wá bá wa jagun wa mọ̀rẹ̀mí ògbìgbà Ifẹ̀ ìdà kó wá bá wa jagun wa ìjọba Araromi súré tètè ògo gbọ́ adarí Araromi tẹ́tí kókó mọ́ ìjàyè àlè kókó láláì bẹ́sùbẹ́gbà o ìjọba.
I came into Araromi 15th of March 2005.
Araromi is like pé ibi tí ara bá rọ̀ èèyàn tí èèyàn rí peace àlàáfíà ó ní ara rọ̀ òun so ìtumọ̀ Araromi nìyẹn.
It's been a wonderful experience. Wonderful in the sense that when I came in 2005, the population was not as much as we are now. But then there were challenges that we were facing. One of the challenge was road. There was no how we could come down here, the few of us that were here then. So what we did was we mobilized ourselves and we did that step. I'm sure you must have seen a staircase that was done. We did it. Communal effort. And thereafter, the challenges we had was the canal.
Through this place, nobody at all. And nobody this area at all. We know even get water. As I talk to you now, we no get water at all. No only one way, not all of us they manage for this side. And lights, now anytime where they lie, now they give us lights. No get lights. If rain fall for here, we no fit climb up. Now so everywhere go flow. So here we no like calm.
Well, my dear, as you can see, this environment is very, very difficult for human beings to live. Why? Because we don't have, in short, a good ventilation here. We don't have. When we back in here, 2014, this is how the environment was.
Araromi is our neighbor. It's a community. It's a neighboring community. And when I got there, and I look at the surrounding environment, and with the information that I got from the people that I met, I felt concerned that why community in the heart of Ojoju will be so neglected, because there is nothing to show that government is really doing anything in that community. There was no road, there was no water, there is no health center. Even they told me that the electricity they have in the community, it is the community people that came together, contributed money to wire the community, to bring electricity to the community. Government did not have anything, the community lacked basic social amenities like any other community or any other town in Lagos State.
We have tried our best to make this community a living place, but the only thing is that there is a lot of negligence by government, because we lack a lot of amenities here. There is nothing like good roads, no water, no good water, the electricity that we have, we provide it by ourselves. It is only NEPA that just help us to connect us into the national grid.
Now one well, how they use.
The place that she has to fetch the water will be about 4 poles away from here.
I dey wake up around 5 in the morning. If I wake up by 5 o'clock, I'll go fetch water. That 5, some people go still dey sleep. So that 5 I go meet early. Maybe I'll see like 7 or 8 people there. So I go fetch my own go. Sometimes they fetch up to 5 times in a day. See the toilet and the bathroom is inside. As you dey like this, maybe now as I wan go work, maybe that person wey enter, you know, so people dey wicked. They'll just enter, they'll just relax, feel comfortable for that place. So when you go to tell that person, make you hurry up. And that person come out, you go start to shout, why they hurry am? Why they tell am say, make you do fast. So they cause quarrel. If person wan shit, that means you go wait. Make person wey dey inside that place come out before you go enter. Even though you wan shit for your body, you have to wait, make that person come out before you go enter. Before I go baff, sometimes before I go reach bathroom, maybe people don plenty for there. So I have to keep my own water, wait for them to finish. And e dey make me sef I dey late for work. Before I go work, maybe I supposed to resume work like 7. Before I go work, go be something 8 because of the queue wey dey for there. So I no fit baff early go work.
Since we came here, we are buying pure waters for drinking. I could remember a day that we did not have water to drink. I now tried to boil tap water here. But unfortunately, when the water cold for us to put inside freezer, I've seen so many things inside the water. Since that day, we cannot drink the water. That is the most challenges we have here. Road, good water to drink, even to bathe. We are using the well down there because we cannot do without water. See me washing clothes. Before my girl fetch the water for me to wash clothes, it's a war. In short, I always pity the girl. Sometimes I will go there and fetch myself to help her.
When I came here 2005, this thing was a crossover gutter. This deep thing you are seeing is a crossover gutter. When one man living up called Mr. Aligbede suddenly was claiming upside of the land, so he built a wall across the pathway of the water. So that particular year, 2007 via 2008, there was a heavy rainfall that came, pulled down the wall, then dug what you are seeing today, which they call canal. I molded my blocks here. When I was building this house, I molded my blocks here. We cross here. We cross like this with the blocks. It was the fence that he built there when there was a heavy downpour. Around 2008, when there was a heavy downpour, that the team pulled down the fence and tore this canal. Challenge number 2 we're facing here is health. If you go up, there's one Cameroon man living at number 60 something. 5-6 years ago, the wife was to put to bed. She was to put to bed. She died. There was no how we could take her up for medical care. There was no how. Number 1, reason being that the husband was not around to carry her on the back. Was not around. So in the struggle she was waiting for this one to come, of course, you know, it's a communal setting that we were just suddenly begin to know ourselves. So nobody was ready to do a job that I am supposed to do for my family. The woman died in their house.
Araromi o, òkè odò. Araromi o, òkè odò. Araromi o, òkè odò. Omi lẹ̀ wá sunwọ̀n, ìtẹ̀dó lẹ̀ wá dára. Dídé ẹ̀dẹ́ ìjọba lomi, búbàjẹ́ ìjọba ẹ wá bá wa táyé ṣe. Pínre láàárẹ̀ ìjọba èèkàn gbọ́dọ̀ ju kan. Àparò kan ọ̀gá ju kan lọ nílẹ̀ yìí. Bá a ṣe bẹ̀rù làbọ́mọ, ọ̀rọ̀ balẹ̀ àdìtàn àgbélẹ̀gbọ́n o. Èyí ẹ̀ bá ṣe là ó ròyìn. Ebi ń para ìlú.
You know, health-wise there, people have to go out from here, even for people to live here up there. The clinic is very far away from here. Therefore, is part of the challenges that we have here, because there is nothing like health services here, in which this community would have a health center. And there are so many things like pipe-borne water. We don't have any good source of drinking water here. So it's part of the challenges that we are facing. No good road. We do not have access road to this place. Even as you come, you have seen it by yourself. And we usually use tape to have access to this place. If there is no motorable road around here, we only park whatsoever. If we have even bicycles, somebody cannot carry bicycle to this place because there is no good road.
Okay, you can film around, see whether there's anywhere you saw a car parked. Number one, or maybe you saw a car tire. Maybe I will give you that task. You film the road from here to the step. Cars never enter there. At Jacob Rousseau, close. That's how we park our cars. In fact, the day we saw a machine here, I have to go and find the guy that rode the machine to this place. If you want, I'll take you to his house, where he lives, to get to know how he did it. To get to know how he did it. Bike? How did you pass, my young man? Did you carry it on your head?
We don't have any health facility here in this community. There is no pharmacy in this community. No, nothing like any health facility that is very close to us.
That is why many people died in this community. Because when somebody fall ill, before they took the person up there, if God will not stand with that person, the person will die.
Because when once one is sick, the person has to go far away from here to get that services.
My children, I have to treat them at least monthly. I have to make sure I treat them for malaria. Because of all this, there is no way that mosquito will not be biting them in this place.
Health is the most important thing to every man. We need health center here, because if people are sick here, they are not able to reach even the health center that we have within this place. And another thing is access road. We don't have access road here. We usually use steps. Also, motorable road. We don't have good roads here, and we just go by truck to reach wherever we are going. If somebody is having even a car, he cannot reach here, even bicycle. He will park up there before coming down to his house.
ọ̀nà Yétúndé Morgan ó dé ọ̀dọ̀ wa ń bí, ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n fi géètì síbẹ̀ pé a gbọ́dọ̀ gbàbẹ̀ yẹn.
You know, if we have good road, those people that are selling pure water for us, they should have brought their motor down here for us to, buy the water. But you look at how we are suffering. See, people have to go up and buy those water and take it on their heads and come down here. This well water, that is what we used to cook.
A ní ìdí àwọn kan mélòó tá a máa rí lò like health center bí hospital gbogbo a ní ìdí ẹ̀. Kódà bí school bá wà ń bí gan a ní ìdí ẹ̀. There was a time tá a lobby fún police zone pé tá a bá máa dìbò wọ́n fún wa. Wọ́n wá kà wá yẹ àwa tá a wà ń bí. Wọ́n ní àtóbẹ̀ láti ní ṣùgbọ́n kò wà motorable. Ìgbà tí ó wà motorable pé àwọn ò ní lè wá. Kódà NEPA gan fúnra rẹ̀ wọn kì í sọ̀kalẹ̀ wá bí. Òkè náà máa ń dúró sí nítorí pé kò wà motorable pé mọ́tò wọ bí. Politician kan wá APC náà ni nígbà náà wípé ká dìbò fún àwọn. A lè agree wípé a máa dìbò fún. But along the line ìbò yẹn ò rí bó ṣe rí, wọ́n cancel ẹ̀ pé lẹ́yìn ọ̀tọ̀ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá pé tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá dìbò fún wa tẹ́ ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ibi tẹ́ ẹ̀ wà illegal ni wọ́n lè wó bí wọ́n lè ṣe gbá o, àwa la fẹ̀yìn pọ̀n yín o, àwa la ṣe báyìí o. Ìdí pàtàkì tí àwa náà tí ìbẹ̀rù ìjòyè fífi wọnú tá a fi lọ dìbò fún wọn náà. Politician yẹn mọ̀ wípé à ń san land use charge síbẹ̀ náà wọ́n sì ń tẹ́tì wọn, wọ́n sì ń fi tipátikúkù wọ́n fi mú wa pé a gbọ́dọ̀ dìbò fún àwọn, otherwise àwọn máa wọlé wa. Ọ̀nà kan wà níbí ní Borderland tó sọ̀kalẹ̀ sí Araromi, ṣùgbọ́n bàbá kan a máa ń pè ní ojú ògò ń ló ra ilé sí òkè yẹn, ń ló dí ọ̀nà yẹn tí ò jẹ́ kí ọ̀nà dọ́dọ̀ wa ń bí. Ẹlẹ́tẹ̀ nìyẹn kọ́ ni ò jẹ́ kí ọ̀nà dọ́dọ̀ wa tíjọba dẹ̀ mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀, ìjọba Lagos State àti Òjòdú local government. Lórí owó ná a máa ń san lórí community àpapọ̀, so tí ó bá tó time wọ́n ní time tán fún wa, wọ́n ní ọjọ́ tán fún wa wípé a máa san owó yẹn tó jẹ́ èyí tí àjọsọ wa pé ọjọ́ báyìí o la máa san o táwọn náà dẹ̀ fọwọ́ sí i tí ọjọ́ yẹn bá ti yẹ̀ bí ijọ́ kejì wọ́n máa wá já iná yẹn lókè wọ́n ti máa ń jà gbogbo Araromi ò ní níná àfi tá a bá lọ sanwó ló máa tún fún wa níná padà àtẹni tó sanwó àtẹnìkan ṣo tí ò sanwó tó fa ìjákulẹ̀ yẹn gbogbo wa máa wà ní òkùnkùn nígbà tá a lọ bá wọn tá a bẹ̀ wọ́n lórí ẹ̀ wọ́n nítorí pé ibi báyìí mọ́tò ò débí so àwọn ò ní lè débí wá náà fẹ́ wá jáná béèyàn kan bá mutí yó àbí tó gún àwọn ní nǹkan kan pé òfin àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kò fi àyè gbà wọ́n láti ṣe irú nǹkan báyìí ibi tí mọ́tò ò dé káwọn lọ máa jáná.
Araromi community, as I know it, is a community in a valley within the Ikeja local government area. And it is actually double paradox. Double paradox in the sense that it is a slum within the capital city of Lagos. That's one, because Ikeja is actually a highbrow area of Lagos, but Araromi is a slum within that Ikeja. And then the second paradox is that the name Araromi means I am comfortable, but there's no comfort at all. There's no road leading into the community. And if the government has to tar a road, it's less than a kilometer. It wouldn't take anything, but there's no road there. There's no water there. There's no medical facilities there from government. So actually within the city of Ikeja, there's a slum where there's no government presence at all. And these are people who pay taxes. So as a result, when we got here, Media Rights Agenda decided that we are going to do something to change their laws. We started with making freedom of information request to the government of Lagos State, to several agencies that we think should touch their lives. We made FOI request to the Ministry of Health. We made FOI request to primary health, the primary health institution, the body in charge of it. We made FOI request to Water Board. We made FOI request to Juduru local government, to Ministry of Works, and all of them, to know what plans they have to lift the situation of these people.
Two of the ministry actually responded to this request. That's the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, and the Ministry of Water Corporation actually responded. For the Ministry of Work, it says that it has no such plan in the year time frame that MRA requested, while the Ministry of Water Corporation said that because of the topography of the valley and they can't be able to provide water.
And for some we got responses, for some we didn't get. We went to court to challenge their refusal to grant us information. And for two of the cases, we got some ridiculous judgments. What was the judgment? That Media Rights Agenda cannot sue the government until they expressly refuse to grant us whatever information we requested. Whereas the law says if after 7 days the institution does not get back to you, it is deemed that you have been denied information. But the judges said until they respond expressly saying they are not going to grant us the information we requested, then we cannot sue. I haven't been denied by the courts, which ruled that we cannot go to court, we cannot approach the court to seek remedy. Of course, that was the court of first instance. It was a Lagos State High Court. So we've gone on appeal, and we believe that like the Nigerian legal system is a slow process, a slow grinding process. So the matters have not been going at the speed which we would want it to go. In fact, in the two cases, it took like close to 7 months before the case could even be assigned to a judge. That is part of the challenges we are facing. But right now, it is on appeal.
So without this thing mentioned from the Lagos State Water Corporation, with the total amount of the money stated in their letter that they've collected from 2015 to 2016, that was the record we have. And they are the one that send this figure to us. We are not the one that cook this figure. So from 2015 to 2016, they collected over 1.3 million naira, which means they are collecting money from them and they did not render service from the money they collected, which means they be collecting money from the helpless people without giving them what they are collecting money for.